Join me on my journey to transform this tiny room over the course of 2 months into a fully productive, not only living, but productive video production studio for outside sources as well as the internet. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Noah, and welcome to the transition of taking this tiny room, and yes, very tiny room, and turning it into a fully functional video production studio. Now, as of right now, I have a lot of equipment in here, and it's all kind of just clustered everywhere. I have things on the bed that I move to the desk while I'm sleeping, things on the desk that I move to the bed while I'm working. It's a very, very messy room. It's also not as organized as I had wished that it could be, so that things could just flow much smoother. I will be showing you guys the entire transition starting mid-December, heading our way over to mid-January, beginning of February, about a 1 to 2 month process, and it's not going to be all crammed in this video. It's going to be separated into parts, but like I said, it's going to be happening as time goes. So this first video is going to be the first video, obviously, part 1. It's also going to be the beginning or the mid-December video. But guys, after the holidays, I will make part 2. So if you guys don't see part 2 next week, that's because no new equipment has been gifted to me, etc. So I don't have anything new to show in here. Also, down below and probably on screen is going to be the approximate value of this setup currently. That is the value of the setup. That is not the actual setup, you know, what I paid for it. Because I didn't pay for everything in this setup. You know, years ago, parents would actually give you money to buy things, so you didn't really technically pay for it, your parents did, but certain things I had to pay for. More recently, like my computer, that I had to pay for. My Xbox One, gifted, so on and so forth. So like I said, values will probably be around as we talk about them, but the first thing I want to do, because I actually, this Thursday, this Thursday I have to prep for it, but this Friday I actually am going to be filming an event that's happening in my local school. It's actually an outside source event, but since it's happening in my school, I can't necessarily post it on this channel because I don't want anybody to really know where I live or anything like that, or even the general area or the school I go to, so I'm just gonna not even tell you guys the name of it, because as soon as you Google the name of it, it's kind of very, you know, you'll be able to see all the information. But anyway, so I have to prepare for that event, and I kind of have to pack all my equipment except for my phone and this tripod because I'm using them right now for this video. So let's go ahead and let's actually pack that stuff up. If anybody is interested on the camera that I generally record with, it's actually an iPhone 6s, but I do also record with this Canon PowerShot. If anybody wants it, I'll try to find a link and put it down below. It shoots 1080p, not 4K, but that's okay because my phone can scale it down to 1080p, so I can just have a full 1080p video, and it's just pretty much that. But if you guys are interested on that, also my phone does act as a microphone when I'm using this camera. Sometimes if I'm in a standstill position like right now, what I'll do is I'll have the camera, let's just say, be like right here, and I'll hold the phone up like this right next to it, because I get the better audio with the phone than I do with this camera, because this camera is pretty old, but it does support 1080p. So if you guys are interested, that's what we got. I'm done packing, and then I realized I don't have the most important thing besides the equipment here right now. This is the little book, or the binder, that actually has all the checklists, the ideas for the video, you know, interview questions, etc. in here, and I almost actually forgot this, and that would have pretty much sucked. I mean, I'm sure I would have realized later on in the week that it wasn't in here, but that would have really sucked for if this was being done on Friday, because then I would have not had it, and considering that I'm staying after school to set up, and then, you know, the event is later that night, that evening, around like 5:30, you know, that would have really sucked. So yeah, but I think I have everything except for the tripod and my phone. So now let me just show you guys real quick. Okay, so what I was trying to show you is actually right behind me, and I'm actually in the process of editing the first half of this video. But basically, that monitor right there is blank. I don't know if you guys can see it from the glare, but it's blank. It just has a desktop background on it, and that's all it has on it. Like, there's nothing else on it. Very rarely will I have Skype on it because I'm not messaging somebody 24/7, and if I am, I'm using my phone. So that monitor, that's gonna go regardless. Now this monitor right here, I'll turn it because it's gonna go anyway. It's just taking up room. The only thing I've ever really used it for is a browser when I'm just browsing the internet. But when I'm watching YouTube videos and stuff, it's on the primary monitor. So these monitors aren't really needed. I mean, take it, you know, from a guy like me who's saying I don't need these monitors. If I were to get another monitor like that middle one there, or something bigger than that, obviously I'd use 2 monitors. But that's just because if they have, you know, the same color, or if they're the same monitor exactly, if I had 3 of those, that would be good for gaming, but I don't. So we gotta get rid of this, and I'm gonna do all the computers on so that I can see when the screen goes, everything that moves over, and I can reorganize the desktop. And let's just get on with that. One of the key things to having a very well organized setup is storage. And guess what? I had storage. Now what can I do? I put little knickknacks on my desk because now I have a little organizer. So now I can put a lot of things on the desk after it is cleaned up. A nice portion of this done. We'll take a look right here. Actually, let me flip the camera around. That'll make it easier for us to show. So ignore from the coaster that way. What we've got is a pretty nice solid setup. I didn't have to organize the desktop actually just yet because it actually looks pretty organized, at least to me, from here. So I don't have to worry about that just yet. Now, I am going to be switching out my headphones from USB to just the 3 whatever it is, you know, millimeter jack. That sounds really stupid considering that I'm a tech guy and I don't even know that. But we're going to swap that out so I can just switch between an interface instead of having a USB. It's just a mess. So on here, on this one, I'm a guy that everything has to look nice. Everything has to look organized. Let's get this out of the way. There we go. Now it looks clean. Looks organized. You guys can just see that real quick. So over here I've got some pencils and stuff, because on this half, when it's all clean, it's actually going to be used. There's probably going to be a notebook or two here. Scissors fell. Luckily it didn't fall on me. That's going to be like a little where I can work, and probably where the binder will be most of the time. The binder that I write down all video ideas in for YouTube, as well as outside of YouTube. Now on here, we have two cameras, and two old cameras in which I don't generally use. And now I want the Canon PowerShot to be on here. Now the reason I don't use these two cameras is, one, they don't support 1080p. They suck. They're not the best. They're for like quick videos, maybe like a tiny video. I mean, my phone does triple what these two cameras can do together. So, they're just here for display. Plus, they were given to me because somebody was cleaning out their attic, and this one actually used to be my old family one. We used to do a lot with this. And then this one, like I said, somebody was like cleaning out their attic or something, and they thought I could use it, but battery's dead for that, and I don't have a charger for it, so I can't even see what the quality is. I tried looking up the model and stuff on that, and like I said, I just have to go off of what I know from it, not from, what exactly it is. If anybody knows, that is the, let's get some light in here. This is the make and model. I don't even know if you guys can see that. Well, I hope you can see that. Anyway, so then we have the Dell speakers that I always have. We're just gonna fix that. The one monitor, and then on the other side, I've got some Amiibo. Hit the headphones. I got some Amiibo, but I also have them surrounding something that my sister gave me when we went to Aruba. Little gift. It was very nice. We'll tell you guys that. And over here also has to be organized. I gotta be careful because I have to censor some stuff over here. Information. So that's what's got to be done. I'll probably save the rest of what I have to do for the next video, just because I don't want to make this video super long. I want these types of videos. We got to block that out. I need to become more professional with my blocking skills, because we want, where I want to, try to keep this series kind of long. It's not really a series, but I want to, I want you guys to see it as it happens. So I want to save some stuff for another video so that it's not boring and it's not just like, oh, and here's an update. So that's gonna have to do it for this episode, guys. I'll hopefully not clean this up before I see you guys next, but if I do, just know there might be a mess cleanup. Anyway, guys, peace out.